Hey guys, Chef Mark here. Today I'm going to make for you a lemon pepper shrimp. You got to grab the shrimp first, and there's a lot of different choices here, but if we're going to do a hot cooked shrimp dish, I would definitely want to make sure that you get the raw stuff. These are peeled into vein. I don't have to do anything with them, no muss, no fuss, just thaw them out and ready to go. So lemon pepper stir fry, we're going to do this. I need some peppers here, so I'm going to grab a variety of peppers. I've got green, red, yellow, there's orange also. Don't use just the green. You need definitely a contrast of the sweet ones in here as well. Okay, one more item to grab for our lemon pepper shrimp, which would be, that's right, lemon pepper seasoning. This is the only seasoning we're going to use for this. Some really good technique, and we're going to be awesome for this one. So let's go put this together. All right, so we're ready to put this lemon pepper shrimp together. So first thing I need to do is I got a little bit of oil heating up here, and I've got this, I'm carefully watching this. I want to make sure that when you do it, you do your shrimp first, then heat up your oil. You're watching one thing at a time so you can concentrate on the oil because we're getting it to 350 degrees. I'm going to take 2 eggs here, and this is a little batter that we're going to make for our shrimp. I'm going to add a half a cup of cornstarch after I've beaten this a little bit, just to loosen it up. Half a cup of cornstarch. This is going to make a nice crispy batter on the top of that shrimp. You want to whisk this in, make sure it's nice and coated. All the cornstarch is dissolved nice. And then, once you get that all mixed in, we're going to take our shrimp and just simply coat those shrimp in that cornstarch. We purposely made that slurry a little bit thick so it's going to make a really nice coating on that shrimp there. So now, we're going to turn our attention to the oil, and I have a candy thermometer in here, and it's 350 degrees. You're going to leave your heat about medium, and you're going to adjust the heat as you put your shrimp in because it's going to start to cool it down a little bit. So 350 degrees is where I'm at, and you're going to do this in 2 batches. Take each shrimp, drop it in individually into the oil. Half the shrimp go in, about a minute per side. It's going to get really nice and crisp, and then we're going to drain it on a couple paper towels to the side. All right, so I'm removing the last batch of shrimp here. And what I'm looking for is this to get really nice and brown on the outside. And like I said, we're cooking at 350 degrees, so we're using thawed shrimp. So a minute per side is plenty enough to get this shrimp up to that 140 degrees where we like our shrimp to be. And now what I'm going to do, I like to take my oil and drain that out. And just be careful about this, and this is something you can do a couple minutes ahead of time and leave your shrimp. Drain that off, let the pan cool down a little bit. I'm going to wipe the inside out just in case I have any little bits of that cornstarch that fell off on the bottom. So let's put this thing together. So I've got a pan here. I'm going to go on about a medium-high heat. I'm going to save that tablespoon of oil. We're going to add that now. We're going to wait for that to faintly smoke. So once we get that up to temp, we're going to add all our peppers at once. We hear that nice sizzle. We're going to let this cook for maybe 2, 3, 4 minutes just to make sure that that gets nice and crisp tender. All right, so my peppers are just about done. I've got a good bit of caramelization, which I really love, helps to bring out some of those good flavors in it. And now I'm going to add my shrimp back in, all of those at once. And I've got 1½ teaspoons of that lemon pepper seasoning. You want to make sure you sprinkle that on there. Give it a little toss or a little stir if you don't feel like tossing it up in the air. 1½ teaspoons, that's all the seasoning we're going to use for this. And at this point, all we're going to do is mix this up, toss it together, warm the shrimp back through. We've got enough color, enough flavor in it already. You toss that together, and all it's left to do is plate this thing. When you move all of this to a plate, you're going to serve this with a bowl of rice, eat it just as is. And you know what? Now that you know the secrets of this, there's no reason ever to order any of this out. You can make this all at home, and it's going to be fantastic.